It is good news time. Look guys, before we go ahead with today's video, just type congratulations under the comment section. I want to see your congratulations. I want to see your blue hearts. Like, if I had known how to dance, you guys know I'll be dancing ogene for you people, but your captain is not a good dancer, so let's not disgrace the village people. Let's just go ahead with the video. But guys, I am super excited to share this good news with you. I mean, it's been on for a while now. I've been going through the process since July, guys, since July. And I've been praying and hoping that Abba will perfect this news for me. And guys, get what? I'll be starting my dream job first week of November, and I'm happy to carry you guys along with me on this journey. Let's give a background of what's been happening so that if you're seeing my face for the first time, you will not be confused. I have just handed in my notice for my current job. I have explained the reason why I'm quitting the job in my last video. I'll leave the link in the comment section so as you can just go back to check, and so you can like understand what's been happening. But yeah guys, I am starting my new role soon, and I'll be telling you all about my new role in this video. But let me just go back in time. When I started looking for a new job, I had basically 3 roles in mind. Okay, 3 roles in mind. After much research and asking people and doing my own research, I have come through with these 3 roles that I would love to practice and specialize in nursing here in the UK. Okay, so the very first one on my list was endoscopy nursing. Hang on. And then the second one on my list was anesthetic nursing. And then the last one on my list was radiology nursing. Okay, so I had these 3 in mind, that any of these 3 that works about, I'm ready to go. So I started applying for job roles, and I prayed to get it in my current trust. However, I was open to moving to any city because guys, you all know I love adventure, and I don't mind going to start off in a new city as long as it's the role I want at this point, because I've been in my current job for 2 years and I know it's time to move on to the next. Okay, on to the next. And then I started applying. One thing I would advise you, if you want to switch roles, please go for bank shift in that role, just to have a rough idea of how the role will be for you, because it's not about moving units. Maybe sometimes you watch people online or you read about a particular role, not always the same until you work in that unit. So always go for bank shifts in that area so as you can get a rough estimate on how your a day in my life will be in that role. Okay, don't just switch units, especially if you're already here in the UK. If you're abroad, it is fine, you can come in first just because you need to be here first. That is fine. However, if you're already in a current role and you are looking to move, one advice I'll give you is go for bank shifts in that area before you switch. Because when you switch, guess what guys? I had to do a DBS check. Although I already have an update service, so I did not pay any new fee. You're on the update service, that's fine. You just have to submit your DBS number to them and they will accept that. But if you're not on the update service, you have to fill in a new DBS check, which you have to pay, I think about 40 something pounds. And then the next thing you have to do is to do a health clearance. You have to go to your occupational health nurses for them to do blood tests on you. If your vaccination is not up to date, you have to do all the vaccinations and all that. Christ, you have to do reference check. It takes a long while. The whole process, not just like switching. The way we thought that it's going to be very easy switching roles, even if it's in the same trust, guys, I'm telling you, it's not that easy. It takes a long process, even up to 3 months before everything can go through. That is why you have to be very sure you are willing to start up that role. I know it might not be the same when you start off 1 year, 2 years, but just be sure you're making an informed decision and not just move because you want to just move out of your current role. You don't want to be moving from fry pan to fire. Okay, so that is my advice for you. Now, what role am I going into? I asked the question in my last video for all of you to guess. People that have watched my videos for a long time were able to guess my 3 best. Some of you said it's endoscopy. Some of you said it was anesthetic nursing, and a few of you said it is nurse informatics and one other role like that. I can't remember, but yeah, some of you even guessed I was going out of the UK. Guys, I have just gotten a role to become an anesthetic nurse. So the good thing about my role is it came with admission to start my specialist course. That is why it's more exciting, because guys, I'm on my way to become an anesthetic associate. In the UK, this is a very new role. it's not available in every trust. So if you are looking at moving, please make sure your trusts have availability for nurse associate or anesthetic assistants, okay? Not just an anesthetic nurse. So anesthetic nurses do not have any business with giving anesthesia. But if you are anesthetic associate or you are a physician associate with anesthetic background, you can then give anesthesia. And sometimes, depending on your level of training, you can do it alone or with under the supervision of a consultant anesthetics, okay? Good thing about this role, it is a trainee role, and a trainee role means I'll be going to work and undergoing a specialist course. After I'm done with my specialist course, I will then be given a certificate that will be recognized by the British Anesthetics and Recovery Nurses Association. If you want to know how I got into this role, and also if you want to know ways in which you can go into the anesthetic route to become a nurse anesthetics or an anesthetic associate, let me know in the comment section, and I'm happy to do a separate dedicated video for that, because I am aware of two major routes you can take to become an anesthetic associate or a nurse anesthetic or a physician associate with a specialty in anesthetic. I think even the ODPs can go through this route as well to become an anesthetic associate. So if this looks like something you would be interested in, let me know in the comment section, and I'll do a dedicated video for that, because it's quite a process, okay? And now I am going to be opening this with you, so let's see what is in here. My school sent me this because we've already started classes. So by the way, the whole classes with my school is going to be like 3 months, and then after 3 months I'll be allowed to work under supervision for the next 3 months, I think. So after the 3 months, if I feel confident, I'll then be allowed to work with minimal or no supervision in the anesthetic room. So yes, this is my portfolio from my school sent to me. It is my specialist clinical practice care of the anesthetic patient. I don't know if you can see it here. Okay, so this is my clinical skills portfolio, and I have to fill it every time I go to the ward. So I've wished and prayed for this, and I'm just happy it's reality now, and I'm happy to take you guys along with me. I know most of you would be confused why I didn't go with endoscopy nursing. Well, I have my reason, okay? Their duty rota doesn't really match what I want. So most of them start at 8 and finish by 5. And I think they also have a shift that start by 9 and finish by 6. They don't really have a 12-hour shifts. So as someone who is under a contract, I have to work 37.5 hours every week. And if I have to go into endoscopy, it means I have to be working either 5 days or 4 days in a week every week, which I don't want to. First of all, I'm not used to that kind of short hours, because I have to still wake up early, you know. I have to wake up early to go to work by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then I come back by 6 or 5, and the day is already gone. And in that manner, I am not doing the whole 12-hour shift, but it feels like I've done 12-hour shifts. It means I have to be working Monday to Friday and then only have 2 days off. I won't be able to do extra shifts as I love to. And I think I'll be having like a pay cut for a while until I move up the band, which is something I don't really want. Also, the reason why I didn't go with endoscopy is the fact that I won't be working weekends. And we all know that weekends in the UK pay more. And I don't even think they have 9 shifts, because most of the endoscopy procedures are already booked for during the days, except very rare occasion where there's an emergency, then they can do it over the nights. But most of the time they book them early in the morning. Really have 9 shift or weekend shift, which for me will be very boring, and it's going to affect my other schedule. I have to be at work almost every day, and it seems like I'm working shorter hours, but in the real sense, I'm still working 12 hours, because by the time I come back home, I'm already tired. Unlike if I'm going to work in an anesthetic department, I still have my 12 hours, which means I'm able to do just 3 long days, and I can work 9 shifts, Sundays, Saturdays. I can work my weekends, and that way I'll be able to plan my annual leave very well. I'll be able to plan my travels, you know, very well. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't go with endoscopy. If this is not a deal breaker for you, definitely go with endoscopy. And also know that endoscopy is also one of the best specialties, I think, in the UK. So I am going with anesthetic because I love it, one. And two, the shift pattern matches what I would want to do. 3 long days or once in a month, 4 weeks is fine for me. I don't want to be working Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, 8 to 6. I don't want that for myself. If you want that, fine, go for it. Don't worry, I'll be giving you all the content. First day in my new place of work, a day in the life, how to do this, blah blah blah. It's gonna be coming as much as I can, because you all know when it comes to hospital setting, privacy and what not to film and all that comes into play. I'll try my best to give you all the insights you need, and I hope you love my content enough to subscribe and hit the like button. Share this video with a friend to encourage them, because guys, it has been a roller coaster of emotions these few months for me, and I'm so happy that this is finally out of the bag. And you all know that you are speaking to your future anesthetic assistant, upcoming and incoming nurse anesthetics practicing in the United Kingdom. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.